Example 3. If f of x equals x over x plus 3 and g of x equals 2 over x, find the domain of the composite function f composed with g. So in this example, we're given two functions f and g, but we don't know their composite function. We only know the two separate functions. Now I want you just to compare that to example 4. If you look at example 4, it's the exact same two functions, and you're still asked to find the domain, but in example 4, you're asked to first find the composite function. So examples 3 and 4, they're asking you to do the same thing. So you're going to get the same answer two ways. So just note the difference. In example 3, we never actually find the composite function. But in example 4, we're first asked to find the composite function and then find the domain. Okay, so example 3, when we want to find the domain without knowing the composite, that's like case 1 from our steps. So our first step of case 1, we want to find any excluded values, any values to exclude from the domain of the inner function. So our inner function is g, so we want to find any excluded values of g. So if we look at our function g of x here, we see that it's rational. We've got a variable in the denominator, rational, fractional, and we know that values that make the denominator 0 will have to be excluded from the domain. So we know here we'll have to exclude an x value of 0. The second step, we want to look for excluded values of the outer function f. So now we want excluded values of f. So if I look at f, it's also a rational function, so I have to look at any zeros of the denominator, values that would make the denominator 0. So we can see in this case, it would be a -3 that would make the denominator 0. So I need to exclude -3 from the domain of f. Then the third step, I'm going to set g of x equal to the excluded values of f of x. Because remember that g becomes the input into f, so g is not allowed to equal any of these excluded values, in this case -3. g is not allowed to equal -3. So I'm going to set g of x equal to that excluded value of f, and we can cross multiply. So we'll get -3x equals 2, and divide and get x equals -2/3. So this means if we have an x value of -2/3, that's going to cause that g to equal -3, which is an excluded value of f. So then finally, to get our domain, we're going to look at the excluded values from the first step and the third step. So I know I'm going to exclude from the domain of my composite function, I have to exclude 0, and I have to exclude -2/3. So finally my domain of the composite function is going to be the set of x's such that x does not equal -2/3 or 0.